Good morning from a very, very busy Liseberg. I'm here mainly because of two things. One is called Helix, the other one is Loke. As many of you will know, we are getting Aviktas at Blackpool Pleasure Beach next year. Well, they have one here, the exact same ride. I came in last night, sort of sampled the park, so I have been on a few of the rides. It is predicted to be very, very busy today. I did reach out to the park to ask about on-ride filming. They do sometimes accommodate it. They need to send you around with a member of staff. And unfortunately, the chap that does it is not in this weekend, so there'll be no on-ride photography. Just one thing, I got in for free using my Pleasure Beach season pass. Stupidly stood in the queue for the ticket office. Don't do that. Go down the road to guest services, show them your season pass and you'll get in. But anyway, let's get inside. This park, from what I saw last night, is absolutely beautiful. So let's show you it and enjoy some of the rides. Right, I'm going to start my day with the shameless kids cred. I did all the big stuff last night, most of it. I do want to find that Huss breakdance, which is around here somewhere. Well, not here because I'm in the kids area, but I'm going to go and do the kids credit if I can find the entrance to it, and I'll speak to you when I get back off. See you in a minute. Oh, the things I do. As I said many, many times, a cred's a cred. Actually, that reminds me, a few of you have asked me if I have any merch, and I do, and I've just recently released some merch that says a cred's a cred, so I'll link in the description. There's a dark ride here, which I've heard is rather strange, so I think I'm going to go and do that next. I don't know if filming's allowed on those or not, so you might see some stuff, and you might not. Right, that was odd. It was really, really good, very well put together. It's an interesting little ride because it's tracked, but it kind of has, I mean, it's definitely not a coaster because it's not free going, but like, goes up and down, it tilts a little bit, the cars rotate to point you at things, although they're a little bit janky because when it rotates you back, you get whiplash. Weird sets in there, obviously very kid-friendly. But somebody getting flushed down a toilet and all sorts of things. So quite trippy. There's also this sort of monorail thing. Hold on, I'll spin you around. I don't know if you can see that with the sun, but there's a kind of monorail-y thing, and it's got pedals on it, but I'm pretty sure the pedals are fake, because I've seen it going around with people just sitting there. But I've also seen them bunched up, so I don't know what's going on with that one. I still really want to find the Huss breakdance, because that's one of the things I did not get on last night. And obviously I want to re-ride things. So let's wander about and see what is next, shall we? Right, I've had a look on the app and we're going to try and get over to the Huss breakdance. A few things. There are tons and tons of these like chocolate stalls, and you will see so many people walking about with these massive, massive bars of chocolate. So I'm guessing the odds are pretty good to do this. One other thing, I always feel really embarrassed when I come to parks in Europe because, well, I'm not very multilingual. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch and a teeny bit of Italian. But I just think it's crazy how we're just like, yeah, you must speak English. And 9 times out of 10, kids running around, 9 times out of 10, they do. And actually probably speak better English than me. But yeah, it's very embarrassing. So if you're younger, you're still at school, stick in there with languages, will you? See you over at the Huss breakdance. They've got my least favourite ride, the disco. It's quite a big one though. Probably similar size to the one in Blackpool. If you saw my vlog from M&D's, theirs was actually alright. They were running it at full pelt, so I'll probably give it a shot and see. Right, we're still struggling to find, I think it might be around here. There we go, I see it. I see the Huss breakdance, and it looks spectacular. So we're also right next to the big Grand Curiosa Hotel, which we're not staying in. We're about a 5-minute walk up the road. But yeah, I really want to see what this is like. It looks stunning off-ride. Right, that was bloody brilliant. What was not bloody brilliant was the queue. When we were in here last night, nothing was more than 20 minutes, and to be fair, they over-exaggerated all the queue times. I have lost my shades. they've obviously come flying off on the ride. Oh dear! Yeah, so that took forever to actually load, and the operations were pretty slow on that one. They do have a virtual queue. It's totally free through the app. It's very difficult to get slots. They come throughout the day. So, for example, I think Carly's got me a single shot on Helix, because getting 2 people on that is next to impossible. So, yeah, that was fantastic. I don't know what is next, but I'll see you there. Right, one other thing to point out whilst I'm wandering about, because a few of you have complimented recently when I've mentioned some accessibility things. The park is very hilly. There is loads of steps, escalators, etc. But they do also have, now this says prams, but basically there is kind of like a ramp all the way up to the top of the hill. So if you do have a pram or you are in a wheelchair, you can get around the park. But it is very, very hilly. So if you don't have one, you're going to do a lot of steps. That's Luna, their boomerang, done. We did back row last night, and then that was towards the front. It's a standard layout, nothing special about it. 2 things I forgot to mention earlier when I got distracted by losing my sunglasses, because I'm an idiot. That Huss breakdance kind of has 2 parts to it. So like the first bit that it does, I was like, oh, this is alright. I still don't think Carly would like it, because I described it as kind of like a cross between waltzers and a twister. And then it kind of slows down, and then it does something way, way faster. The second half of it is absolutely mental. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like an extreme flat ride. You'll love it. And then the other thing is the virtual queue that I mentioned earlier. So Carly got me one. You can only be 1 virtual queue at a time. So you can't, it's not like GD Plus where you can stack them up. So, and it is very much just get in there really quick, because they disappear very, very fast. So I don't actually know where we're going, because we've not been to this part of the park yet. But I've got Helix in a little bit, so I don't know if I'm going to get anything before it. See you in a minute. Right, so one thing we didn't do last night that I will try and do today if I get time is their scare attractions. I did have one called Nemesis. Nothing like our Nemesis. It's an underwater creature thing. So the good thing here, from what I can tell, is that the mazes are not an upcharge. You just stand in a queue, like a ride, and do them, which is fantastic. So hopefully we get on some of them. There's a drop tower thing, Atmosphere, but it looks like it's shut, like properly shut. Not be doing that then. Right, my virtual slot is in about 15 minutes, so I'll see you when I get off of Helix. Right, well there you go, that is Helix done for the second time. I did it last night with Carly, just did a virtual queue there. It's fantastic, thoroughly enjoyed that one. Mac trains are definitely amongst the most comfortable out there. I really do like Icon, but that kind of shows what Mac can do, because that's a lot better. But anyway, right, let's go and see what is next, shall we? It's like Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventures, but the Temu version. I'm about to go and do that thing, which kind of looks like the Zamperla spinning things that I can't spin, except also on a spinning tower. So this will be interesting. See when I get back off. Guess what? I did not go upside down. I did try. On a positive note, there is some absolutely cracking views from up there. You can see all the way across the park. And one thing that Carly said off camera that reminded her a little bit of Blackpool is just how much all the rides interact with each other. Like, it is absolutely bonkers. It's such a picturesque setting, like on the side of a hill, and the way that they all interact is fantastic. It is a beautiful park. I have a virtual queue for Loki in about half an hour. I'm going to see if I can sneak on. There's one kids credit I've still not done. So I'm going to see if I can get down to that in time and then do Loki and take it from there. Right, the things that I will do for a cred. That was 30 minutes of hell. That was just lots of screaming kids full of sugar, including 2 in front of me that I don't think they had their parents with them, who kept standing on my feet and spitting in the queue. It's lovely. Technically, I have missed my virtual queue for Loki, but I am still going to be cheeky and try it anyway. As I say, I got on it last night and it is amazing. So see if I can get over there, because it's very, very busy. See you in a minute. I absolutely love that thing. That is fantastic. That's maybe my 4th shot, because I got on it umpteen times last night, which you will see shortly. And I am so looking forward to that coming to Blackpool. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Right, I don't know what's next. See you in a minute. Right, I was going to say earlier, this park is fantastic for ride availability because there's been no downtime, although something is down just now. And 2 things went down last night. You want to stick around for that part, because the reasons that they were down were, well, one was a bit stupid and one was hilarious. So, yeah. Anyway, we've got an hour till the next virtual queue, and I'm just trying to work out what I can do in an hour.
Ladies, there's something.
Just had another shot there on Valkyria. Didn't use the virtual queue, because when I got there the guy went, "You're on your own, we have single rider," and I went, "Oh, okay." So I did that instead. I'm not going to get on Balder possibly tonight because the queue's massive. We're going to go and grab some food. So whilst I do that, I'm going to put some footage in of last night where I did get on Balder, along with a few other things, and I'll see you once I've had some food. Right, good evening. So the park has closed. It is, what time is it? Hold on. It is nearly 11 o'clock. So the park closed at 10 o'clock, and then it reopens for this club, Knatsford. I'll put the name on screen because I probably can't pronounce it properly. It's an older thing. There is actually a club. There's a lot of lights and projection mapping going on, which I'll maybe show you in a minute. But basically we're here because we're old and we don't drink, so we're not here for the club. But you do get on Balder, Loki and Valkyria right until stupid o'clock in the morning. Now, we won't be here till stupid o'clock in the morning, but we are going to get some night rides on it. And it's obviously quieter, so let's go and do that, shall we? Right, since I spoke to you earlier, we've done a few things. First of all, I took this little lady on Loki. I didn't think there was any chance of getting her on Loki. I got her on Loki. I will probably never get her on Loki again.
No, that's done.
Yep, there you go.
One's done.
But I'm actually really impressed because
Try the one in Blackpool when it comes. Just once and that'll be it.
It's recording now.
Huh?
You've just said it to the camera, so you've got to do it now.
Yeah, well.
Okay, cool. Right, so we did that, although it's closed right now because somebody dropped their phone. So they've had to in the gap so they can't get the floor back up. We also did Balder front and back row. Back row, that first drop is nuts, but the rest of it, front row, is definitely better. It's closed. He said to the security guard, that's closed. He said, oh, apparently somebody flashed their maybe not the best thing to do, eh? Hey! No, I'm terrible. We also did Valkyria again. That was pretty good. I did want to do front row, but the queue for that was pretty long. So I'm gonna get some footage, and then I'm gonna see if Loki opens again, and then I think we're gonna call it a day because it is after 12. It's nearly midnight, which is fantastic. The atmosphere in here is great. There are a lot of drunk people, which that's not so great. There was a fire show as well. I'll put a little clip in of that because entertainment and that and the theming around here for like Halloween It just blows everything I've seen in the UK out of the water. So, right, I'm going to get some footage, do Loki, and then go and get some sleep. Right, I just had a second shot there on Loki. Bloody cold though, it's 2 degrees. It's also 12:30 and I'm still in a theme park and rides are still going, which is an alien concept. I can't see where I'm going because this light is really, really bright. Right, anyway, I'll go back to tomorrow. See you in a minute. Right, we've come into the hotel, up on the top floor to their Chinese restaurant. Food looks lovely, haven't tasted it yet. The staff are awesome. Like, the guy is hilarious, obviously multilingual, and he's shown Carly how to use chopsticks. There's a hack. Apparently, if you wrap the chopsticks in your napkin, then they become kind of like springy. Anyway, I'm going to get tucked into the food now. That's random. Said 20 to 30 minutes. I'll walk straight on it. That's what I saw last night when I was here. Queue times were way exaggerated. But during the day today, it's been the other way around, which is a little bit frustrating. That wasn't too bad. If you know me, you know I don't like roller discos. The little short travelling ones, terrible. The ones with a stupid hump in the middle, terrible. These big ones though, it's the same as the one in Blackpool. They're actually alright. So I've got a virtual queue in about 20 minutes on a ride I have never done in my life before, so I'll see you when I get off that. Right, well I've just done Mechanica, which I was having a look in the queue. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same ride that Bling used to be at Blackpool, which I never got on. A Zero TriStar. I also went on the swings before that because, well, they were walk-on. Actually, so was that. I did have a virtual queue for it. I didn't use it because it was walk-on. Speaking of walk-on, I'm going to go back and do that kids ride in a minute because, well, I'm a big kid. See you over there. I think that was weirder the second time than the first time because I was taking in a lot more detail. Like, there's rabbits sitting on toilets with their pants around their ankles. I mean, it's just bonkers. I mean, it's very, very cleverly done and very, very well. Like, it'd be brilliant for kids. And I'm a big kid, so we've got tickets for the virtual queue for the train thing. It's one of the coasters. Can't remember what its name is because I'm terrible with the names over here. But I'm also sure it's quite a small queue, so we might not even need the virtual queue. We might just walk on it. Going over there now, though, so we'll soon find out. I've just done Lisebergbanan, which I think is Liseberg train. It's mental. First of all, throughput on that thing is fantastic. They are absolutely throwing the trains out. What I think is hilarious, though, is as it kind of goes around, it sounds like a train chugging along the track. The brakes are extraordinarily violent. Like, little trick, push the bar in front of you, because you are going to go flying. Anyway, that was fantastic, and I have no clue what is next, because all the queues are massive. I was hoping to do some scare mazes, but they're off about an hour, so that probably isn't going to happen. So I'm going to look in the app, figure out what to do next, and see you over there. Random tip, we went in there for food last night. Obviously everything's in Swedish, as you'd expect. If you scan the QR codes on the table, you can order through the web and translate it. So we're sitting there with Google Translate trying to figure out the menu. Turns out you can do it yourself. Scan the QR code. Hey, I've just done Zombie. and that was actually pretty good. I can't see a thing because this is really bright. So one thing I really like about here, and I'm going to do a video about this, is the way that they do their scare mazes. It's just an attraction. You just join a queue. There's no upcharge, none of that crap. It's just, if you're willing to stand in the queue for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you can do it as many times as you want. It started off pretty tame, pretty normal. I was just like laughing in the zombies' faces. The guys in front of me were crapping themselves. There was a bit where you go through this kind of toilet scene, and there's loads of broken toilet seats that are like erupting, which was very, very well done. And then it ended with these two gigantic inflatable bags that you've got to try and force your way through, and then you just come out. That was kind of a bit odd because I expected some sort of jump scare there, and there wasn't one. But that's my first experience of an international scare maze, and it was pretty good. Whilst I was in the queue for that, I also bagged a virtual queue for the Huss breakdance, which is now. So I'm going over there. I did another shot there on the Huss breakdance. That thing is violent. It's a lot of fun, but the seats could do with a bit more padding. Like, sometimes you get absolutely flung into them and they're not the most comfortable. I'm also sure I heard my spine click about 3 times. But that is fantastic. That is definitely not something you can ride again and again and again. Well, maybe some people can. I certainly can't. Whilst I was in the queue, though, I bagged a virtual queue for Helix 10 minutes before the park shuts. So, down my way up to the top of the hill. See you up there. If you don't like clowns, this is maybe not the place for you. But if you do like clowns, there's lots of them. Right, there you go. I have just finished 2 fantastic days here at Liseberg on Helix. And actually, that's a good point that I haven't covered. This was planned to just be today. But we got here with a few hours to spare last night, so we came in, and I'm kind of glad we did, because I don't know if it's always this busy, but it's been so busy that we've not been on Balder today. There's a few other things I've not been on that I got on last night, so yeah, I would suggest you make this a 2-day park if you're coming. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It is a beautiful park. It's very, very busy right now. That's not ideal, but it is absolutely stunning. Great selection of rides. Beautiful location, the interactions on them, it is just fantastic. So if you haven't been, get on your bucket list, and if you have been, let me know what you think down below. As always, I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I'll see you next week in Blackpool and Alton Towers. Adios.